to Sheringham, and Solskjaer has won it!
Welcome to our show called The Football Show. And basically, this show we try to host. It's a new brand of show with favor of international football. And now the footballing season is all the leagues are going on. The Champions League, Bundesliga, Serie League, League One, everybody, Messi, Ronaldo, Mbappe, Cavani, they're all going on. And this season of football is something else. And I think we have to talk about, this is our first episode of the football show. We will probably one of the first kind of stuff, just we introduce our friends from today. We had a guest, Günter Neuser. He's more than 25 years. He's a pro license coach, and he coached mostly all the senior teams, and also he's a very well-known expert and author. And today we have our show. We are going to discuss about how Bundesliga is going on. You know, the Bundesliga is one of the very important football league in the world. And you must have heard about last Wednesday, the Bayern Munich has lost to Mönchengladbach 5-0, and today Bayern has won against Union Berlin 5-2. So a lot of interesting information about Bundesliga. Let's introduce Günter Neuser is our guest today from Germany. Günter, welcome to our show.
Hello. Yes.
Günter,
thank you.
welcome to our show, and we are really proud to have in our show. So Günter, you have been experienced of a German football for quite a long, and this year, which a lot of interesting results are going on across the football fraternity, not only in Bundesliga or German football. I just start the show with how you feel about how look about German football is going on nowadays.
Yeah, the German football is running since 3 months about now. We are recovering from all these COVID restrictions. The stadiums are filling up now. About 2/3, I think, are allowed. We can see things which are normal. We can see things which are regards teams and players which are not expected negatively. But in Germany, yes, everybody is excited about the new season, and the interest in the Bundesliga is unbroken.
Yeah, that's what I want to ask you. When the entire pandemic was affected, the crowds were not there. So what was a big debate in Germany when they allowed the crowds, and how you feel that the German football fans and German club are bonded because it's all city-based clubs. So what are you feeling of that decision of making the restricted entry to the football grounds? How it helps the footballers?
Yes, some things here. First of all, yeah, the restrictions are rather strict. I think we have the so-called 2G rule, which means only vaccinated and recovered from illness, corona people are allowed to get into the stadiums. So I'm not sure that also people who are tested can have the entrance. I don't know really, but yes, everybody is keen and excited about the possibility to have the ball running again. Actually, we have a big debate in Germany about one of the famous players, which is Joshua Kimmich. He is not willing.
He has not agreed to take vaccine.
Vaccinated. Right. So many people are shouting on him. Others say, "Okay, I understand what he is doing." Yeah, but that's like it is. But I think that most of the players are already vaccinated, and everything is covered until now.
Great. But what is Joshua has already talked about a little bit. I have seen his debate. So he has his own arguments. And also, DFB has said that 94% of the German footballers in the professional league are already vaccinated. And this is something else. But why now we are talking about more on football? And boss, this is, of course, the pandemic and football together. So do you feel, Günter, about this German football when started? And Bayern has always their hot favorite from the day one. And they have the supremacy for quite a long from the German leagues. So now, even they have a very smooth run in the Champions League too. What do you feel about the other clubs? Like now, the Bayern and Dortmund is well known a little bit for world of football circuit, but the other clubs like Leipzig, then comes Wolfsburg, sometimes Hoffenheim. These are the clubs coming on and going on pass by. What do you think about this? After Dortmund, which of the club has shown a little bit consistency in the league competitions?
Yes. What we see in the actual table of the Bundesliga, that you have like expected Bayern Munich, Borussia Dortmund, Bayer Leverkusen, who
Hello? Yeah.
FSV Mainz 05, 1. FC Union Berlin, and 1. FC Köln. So they are the positive, surprising clubs. Negative, we see Red Bull Leipzig with a new trainer, which is an American guy who was before in Red Bull Salzburg. They are in the midfield. But Borussia Mönchengladbach also with a new trainer, former from Eintracht Frankfurt, and even Eintracht Frankfurt with a new trainer, which was formerly in Wolfsburg. They are not so good performing, but they are recovering somehow. Yes, again, regards the performance, we have the three clubs, Freiburg, Mainz, and Union Berlin, who have a good running performance.
So that's even the Eintracht is not doing well, but they beaten Bayern 2-1 in their in Allianz. But how do you feel about the new clubs? I'm talking about every year. If you see the statistics of the German league league table particularly, last at least after Jürgen Klopp or the Klopp time, the Borussia has met a standard with they are always close to Bayern. But other teams are not come and go. Sometime Leipzig played well this year. Bayer Leverkusen played well. So these are why this can happen. Why not the clubs are more consistent in a row like Dortmund has last 10-8 years. They developed there's a hard competitions to Bayern Munich. What was an issue you felt that after 2 years the club?
Can you please ask your question again? The line was very bad.
Okay, my question to Günter is: we have seen last 8-10 years, the Borussia Dortmund has met their place in the competition with where the Bayern first, the Borussia second, or something like that. But in a third, fourth positions or in competitions, if you see 10 years down the line, some years Hoffenheim played well. They're coming to the competitions. Then Wolfsburg has one time the champion. Then they gone down. Then Leipzig is playing well. Bayer Leverkusen played well. Then all of a sudden, 1 or 2 years down the line, sometime Eintracht is doing well. 3 years back, they have owned the German Cup too, with beating 3-0 to Bayern. So, what you felt that this is the constant since the approach to the other clubs where they're lacking of the consistency. What do you feel? Günter, do you hear me?
Yeah, I think, somehow. so what I can see is that little clubs reach the market value. They are doing very well in their youth development. So high by Dortmund or by Leverkusen. Development and overall player development side, and they get even good players, and they have a good environment. Very, very good team spirit since years. So and that managed them to be part of the
Günter, the connection was really poor a little bit, maybe.
Hello? Yes?
Hello? Günter, is okay?
Hello?
Yeah, Günter?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear it. Just go out. Go out. It is okay.
Hello, can you hear me again?
Yes, Günter, we are hearing you. You explain.
Okay.
You carry on, Günter.
Yeah, what I said is that nowadays clubs like Mainz 05 or Union Berlin or ST Freiburg, who has a very good team spirit and a very good environment since years, and doing very well work starting from the youth. They are coming into the first third and stabilized there, where clubs like TSG Hoffenheim or Hertha BSC or Borussia Mönchengladbach, who are not having this very good basic work, they are dropping down. And the leaders are still like expected: Bayern Munich, Borussia Dortmund, and Bayer Leverkusen.
Yeah, but you're talking about the market value. So how do you feel about the? Can you a little bit discuss about how these small clubs, the selling players? What was the model of? I want to do a little bit inside of the German football development process.
Yes, so right. So the model, for example, of FSV Mainz 05 is they have an market value this year of 101 million euros, while Bayern Munich has a market value of about 820 million euros. So. But Mainz 05 takes young players, takes players who are maybe a little bit difficult, and develop these players, and then selling them for a very high price, and also developing players from their youth academies. And that is their business model. While yes.
So they have. You said there is a difference between the champion of Bayern Munich. They have a 800 plus this season market value, and the Mainz have a value of 100 million. So you said that these clubs are only happy with the selling players, or they have aspiration to going to top. So because any league like EPL, English Premier League, they have a lot of every team can beat every team, and yesterday, their Manchester City is beaten. Then sometime Manchester United beaten. No team is unbeatable there. So what do you think about you need to have a consistent team. Just they can compete. More competition is required to at least 7-8 good teams. They can play each other with any point of time. They can beat any other. Like even the last Wednesday in DFB Pokal there, Bayern was beaten 5-0. And I want to discuss with you this, how felt this 5-0 result has talk of the German football. In absence of any talk to the world of football too.
Right. So it wasn't very bad evening for Bayern Munich. They underestimated the challenge with Borussia Mönchengladbach on this evening. Borussia Mönchengladbach had a very, very good day on that evening. So they were hot like whatever. So and they were very, very. They had nearly every chance went into the goal. So that could be the explanation. But I think this is a one-time experience for FC Bayern Munich. So they are very stable and normally they win their games. Also Borussia Dortmund, but Borussia Dortmund is sometimes very good, sometimes very bad. And but these two will really lead the league. So not unexpectedly. So, but it's very nice for the in Germany for the fans that even little clubs, as I said, like Freiburg, Mainz, Köln, Berlin, are coming up more and more, and they are challenging the big 4 or 5.
Yeah, but now after these, if you like yesterday's match with Bayern and even Berlin and Bayern again 5-2. But do you feel that this kind of results with 5-0 Bayern at last is kind of historic results for the Gladbach? But it's did you feel that it's good advertisements for German development of football that Bayern can be beat 5-0 by a club?
Yeah, that's
you're as a coach, as a coach and a football ardent football lover. What is your take on this call? Do you feel it's good for football?
Yeah, on the one hand side, definitely is very good for football. Second, we have seen that if you play like Borussia Mönchengladbach and also Eintracht Frankfurt beaten Bayern Munich before in the league 2-1, that everybody or every team who has a high team spirit, a high speed in the game, who are then playing counter-attacking against Bayern Munich with much emphasis, they can beat Bayern. So it's just a question of if a team wants to get that risk, and then you even can beat Bayern.
Now it's a good advertisement for the football at par, I guess, because Bayern can be beaten. And if you look at the world of football, also it's anything like if you see the Champions League results, young boys beaten Manchester United. These are the results are coming up. So it is good for football. Is the gap are less. That you're talking about. The club has a market value of 100 million, and the club has a market value of 800 millions. But both are fighting each other and expecting good results. But one thing I just to know about from you, just the Germany is always the German clubs are only very focused for young talents. All the clubs doing. So do you feel about a little bit inside which is the club now most promising? I'm not talking about how they perform in the Bundesliga league. I'm talking about in the most promising club in Germany, like in the Bundesliga first league. So which of the club are really doing well, as per your opinion as a coach, as an ardent analyst? Which is a player to watch from the club?
So, yeah, the question for me is, which club is playing a very interesting team match style. So in the very first matches, it was Bayern 04 Leverkusen who played a very interesting and very aggressive match style in counter attacking. They did not do counter pressing. They did some kind of midfield pressing, but when they gained the ball, then it was very, very fast that they did their attacks, and they were very, very successful. They have good goal players. They have good offensive midfielders. So that was very new in the Bundesliga, and they were successful.
But good. This year we have seen from Haaland is playing very well for. He's a very young Norwegian, as one of the prospects for the next decade. People are talking about him. So how do you feel? Like Haaland is, we already know because he's from Borussia. Because a lot of players. Which is the club you think now in the Bundesliga playing? Which is the player to look in? I'm not talking only Borussia or Bayern. I'm talking about the other German leagues player, Bundesliga, the young player. What were the names? I want to know about. You are the guy who have seen the German league was quite long and quite oddly, because you were a coach and also together an analyst. The last 25 years, how do you feel that these young who are to be looking the next Bundesliga next week? Which are the clubs to be looking, and which are the player? Now, I'm not talking only Bayern and Borussia. I'm talking about the other clubs. Who are the best players? Do you feel young players who can really want to see about their skills?
Yeah, we have one player who is really working super, which is Florian Wirtz from Bayern 04 Leverkusen. He is in midfield offensive. He is about 18 and a half years old. He has already 10 goals scored, 10 assists and 20 goal involvements. So he is I would say the shooting star of the youngest in the first 10 matches.
Great. That's really that's why very interesting about it. And I just want to another thing. This young boy, what was the market value now?
To be honest, I think it's actually 8 to 10 million, but I'm not pretty sure. I have not researched that.
Okay. So, but this Florian Wirtz is which way I'm talking about. This is why this show is all about not only about talking about the games. There's also our show's intention to inside of the development process, because this is important to everybody in the world of football that wants to know. Like, for example, Florian Wirtz is talking about his goal, 10 goals and 10 assists. What you have said, and which academy they brought? They are the Bayer Leverkusen own academy, or they bought it from the other academies? Any idea about, or any insight you can have? You can enlighten.
No, but I know that he was the last 2-3 years in Leverkusen. Other astonishing development is with Taiwo Awonichi. He is player. He came last year, was 2 years, but he did and now he's in Berlin, and he's very, very good working there. He shot about nearly 1 goal per match.
I think line, Günter, the line was a little bit hurry. Can you repeat this, what you said? Because the line was a little bit not audible. Can you repeat a little bit more? Can you repeat what you have said?
Yes. There is another interesting player who is an offender, which is Taiwo Awonichi. Taiwo
How do you can you repeat once more, Günter? Because your line was not audible properly. So can you repeat the name?
Yeah, it's Taiwo Awonichi.
Hello.
You hear that, guys?
No, or your voice is sometimes hollowing the sound. Could you repeat? Could you take your microphone on your phone a little bit closer so the hollowness is be over?
Yeah, it's Taiwo Awonichi.
Oh, Taiwo Awonichi. Okay.
Yes, and Taiwo used to play for 2 years in Mainz 05, but not very well. Then he changed over to Union Berlin, and now he is nearly scoring 1 goal per match. And
he has already 7 goals. He already scored 7 goals. Taiwo Awonichi has already scored 7 goals.
Yeah, but nearly in every match he has played 700 minutes in 10 matches, I think. So and that rate is very good. Another very coming up person is in my home town, which is Mainz 05, which is Jonathan Burkhardt. He is the captain of the U21 national team of Germany, and he is also a very good scorer this year. So I would say these 3 younger guys are
a really good future.
Yes.
And another thing I just to ask, because Germany has always known for the prolific goalkeepers, from Oliver Kahn, Schumacher, all the goalkeepers now, and Manuel Neuer. So this leagues and all over the leagues are going on. I have seen Arjen Ramsdale has saved 8 saves in a match in favor of. It's a fantastic for Arsenal. He has saved nearly a lost match against Chelsea, Leicester City. So this year, this year. Everywhere the goalkeeper is playing a very big role for the entire football world. Like Mandy is fantastic to play for Chelsea. So what do you think about the Manuel Neuer? Is now he become a cult and legendary figures in goalkeeping history. Any other goalkeepers you do feel about the other clubs? You were talking about the shooters, and definitely this 3 young, really good. But do you mind, because Germany is always also not producing very great goalkeepers, and it's traditionally well. So what do you feel about after Manuel Neuer? Because now it's also going age. So who will be your fault this league? Who is the most promising goalkeepers who can play definitely for the Germany also, and any good player by Olympic? So what is your call on the goalkeeper? You are talking about the best 3 shooters, and they're scorers. They are doing well. And what about your analysis or your eye as a coach? So what the best goalkeeping you're still facing after Manuel Neuer?
Yeah. So for me, and also from the figures, from the data, it's a guy called Mark Flecken. He is the goalie of SC Freiburg. He has a goal prevention rate of 1.82. He's very far away from others. So. Who also is playing.
What is his age? Günter, what is his age, Mark Flecken?
I think he's about 23 or 24.
So yeah. So Freiburg is his first club, or he has transferred? He was playing for all along Freiburg, or he is from other clubs too?
I think he was the second second goalie in the last years, but now he went up to the first goalie. The other one, which is also in the focus, is, let me see, Gregor Kobel, who is also very young. He is the goalkeeper from Borussia Dortmund. He is very high and also present. Yes, and from my hometown, Robin Zentner. I think if Robin is going to perform in this way as he did last year and also this year, he could be a candidate for coming up to Manuel Neuer in the next years.
Great. So you were discussing about the 3 goalkeeper and 3 promising scorers. And interestingly, these are all young talents, which is really good for the German football. And all you're talking about all 3 that are coming from the clubs, not Bayern or Borussia or Bayern. But there's also a trend in German leagues. And what do you have felt in the last of this yesterday's all the matches? Do you think what was how was the feel last yesterday's all the matches of Bundesliga? How you felt that is going well?
I think yesterday, as far as I know, there was no big surprise. So it was like
normal.
Yeah, it was like normal.
Yeah.
So it's not. Yeah. What we can see is that in average we are seeing very high conditioned work. So many sprints, many turnovers of the ball possession. Very hard-working teams. Very fast games. Also very dueling each other, and also we have and in every match we have goals. Yesterday, Bayern Union, we had 7 goals and minimum about 2 goals. So the trend is being offensive, being keen to score goals, and that is very, very exciting for the fans.
Yeah, but I felt about what you saw yesterday's few matches, a little bit interesting figures that we can really talk about. Bayer Leverkusen has beaten by Wolfsburg by 2-0. Do you think this is normal or a little bit of like a surprise? Because Bayer Leverkusen this year are playing very well.
Yes, Bayer Leverkusen is now going a little bit down. So they were surprising the whole league with their aggressive match style because they had a new trainer from Switzerland. But now it seems that other teams did understand how they play and have something against their match style. And also Wolfsburg has a new trainer. They skipped the Marco van Basten, not Marco van Basten. What was his name? I don't know. Mark van Bommel. And now they got the former Werder Bremen coach in the last 2 days. So he did rather good work. Bayer Leverkusen has to recover a little bit.
Yeah, that's very interesting figures with prepositioners talk about it. And I just to add on a few things. And now we have seen one club called the DSC Armenia Bielefeld, very new name. So how can you because we are in India, in a lot of these clubs, particularly I have DSC Armenia Bielefeld is I think new entrances this Bundesliga this year. So how feel this club? Can you show about this club, where how it grows up and how the performance is doing?
Yeah, so they are in Germany. You call these type of clubs like Arminia Bielefeld. You call them I don't know what the right expression in English is. Historical Bundesliga clubs. So Arminia Bielefeld was in the Bundesliga several times. in the past decades, and they had bad times in the last 10 to 15 years, but now they stabilized itself. So and they did a very good work in the basis, like Mainz 05, SC Freiburg, and all of these little clubs. So so then it was no surprise that they came up again.
But I think this is this is a very interesting topic you talk about. That this the Armenia Bielefeld is a very historical clubs, and they are not in the name. Last 15 years was not in the name in a mainstreams, but they came back. This is a good story. I think it's a good example for football too. Do you agree or not?
Yes, definitely, yes. There's also other little clubs like Greuther Fürth.
Greuther Fürth, yeah.
Yeah, which are doing a very, very good job coming up any 8 to 10 years to the first Bundesliga. But then
Greuther Fürth is a very new entry. This too is a very new entry.
Yes, they have been 1 or 2 times before in the last 20 years in the Bundesliga, but they have not the potential to stay there, so they will go down again. But it's good to have these so-called no names, and on the other side you have other clubs like Schalke 04, Hamburger SV.
Then they have Hamburg, yeah,
which are still struggling in the second league, which did not work very professional in the last years, and could not manage to come up again. Also, yes, the FC Nürnberg, and so on and so on.
Yeah, I just to discuss about you regarding the Schalke, because Schalke was also they shaped up very well 5-6 years back. Was really they were competing like exactly the Bayern, Dortmund, and the Schalke always together. And it's a very big. They have one of the best stadium. They have good infrastructure. What went wrong to Schalke to get down and now struggling for the second league? So, what was your opinion? Schalke is a very professional club, and they're doing well in the last 10, 15 years down the line. They are a very consistent opposing to fighters to the Bayern and later on to Dortmund too. So, what went wrong to particularly on? I'm talking to 2 clubs I personally knew that Schalke and Hamburg. They have a good infrastructure and a very good support base because it's city good, and Schalke is one of the best stadium they had. And what went wrong? And what do you think about this kind of club is going down to new clubs are coming like Günter Neuser or Armenia, Bielefeld? This is a good example. What you felt went wrong to Schalke?
Yeah. So my thinking is it's a big management problem. After the big manager, which was Rudi Assauer, until 2005, I would say. Then he went ill, and then they did not get very, very good managers, not very good trainers. So and also the same with Hamburg SV. These guys in the leading of the club, they only want to make money, but they had no real spirit for their clubs. So I think that is the main reason why they did go down.
Yeah, it's a very I think Günter, it's very interesting observation. You're talking about one of the best, the Schalke. And Hamburg is a very well-known club of Bundesliga for quite a long ages, and people of world they knew that the Schalke and Hamburg is a very known club to the Bundesliga. Though they're not competing Bayern or Dortmund, but they're very known with a consistent performance.
Yes, so they took their money what they had in the 2000er years and invested that in much too high valued players, and then they had no strategic concept in developing players, developing the club,
Because Schalke has spent a lot of money on foreign players too, without their knowledge. Yeah, they spend a lot of money.
Yes, definitely, and they have a big amount of money they have to pay for others. So yeah, now they have to come back in little steps.
Yeah, that's true. That's but but the other side, you rightly said, this is the beauty of a German football as a whole. One side, the Schalke Hamburg is a so-called big team and a big area, which they have a lot of people stay there, and it's one of the big cities. They have an advantage of a fan base, support base, which attracts more sponsors, more valued in the good stadiums. And other side is you're talking about the club, the DFC Armani, Bafel, the sports club, and about another club is sports club. How this club is coming up?
You mean Sports Club Freiburg or?
Yeah, Sports Club Freiburg.
Yeah. So they are very stable in the last 10 years in the Bundesliga, and they are very how to say that they know where they come from. So and they have a very good spirit from management to team to staff and so on and so on. So and that is their positive thing there.
And another thing, another club is quite long. We have heard about this called the Mainz 05. These also a long club. They're doing well, but long time. How you feel about this club positioning themselves now in the league?
What they now have, they had a bad year last year, where they had no good trainer, no good manager, and they nearly dropped down to the second league. And then the former manager, who was turned over to Schalke 4 years ago, he came back, and also a new trainer who was also player before in Mainz. He also came, and they did really a soccer wonder. They were very, very far away on the last table place, and they did really good work in the second round of the last year's league, and they did not drop down into the second league, and now they are, I think, fifth or sixth in the table.
Yeah. And we are just words about going to annual shows, but I want to say about Leipzig. We are very enthusiastic with Leipzig's performance, because Red Bull is there, and I think one side Salzburg, Red Bull Salzburg is doing very well, and also it's Leipzig is doing very well. But do you think when Leipzig has sold Timo Werner is one of the big difference for the club?
Did he make a big difference? Yes, he was a very good player. I think it was a little bit problematic for Leipzig that he went away. But I think now they are recovering. Jesse Marsch, which is the new trainer, former SC Salzburg, he is now getting into the team, and he's now recovering. So I think they will rise up in the next weeks, and they also have lost in some defenders. Yeah, but they will come back.
Yeah, great. That's a very interesting, because I have followed Leipzig very well, and then I'm a pretty ardent supporter, because I love Timo Werner. I love when they play Leipzig. It's really a trick to watch of his styles, and he's really doing very well. But I just yesterday's match, I think you have said every match has a goal, and it's a good thing for football. Football is all about goal and also saving goals. So all the matches we have seen, around about 7 matches we have seen. So do you think what was the best football played around the 7 matches. But which club you felt? I'm not talking Bayern or there's all the other clubs there. So what is your opinion to be the best match of this yesterday's All Bundesliga? What is your opinion?
What was the best match?
In the last days.
Yeah, in the last days. Yeah, I would say Bayern's 5-2 at Union Berlin. It was a very, very interesting match because Berlin did not give up after 3-0 and still did attacks and did the best what they can.
It's a very, I think, very. Do you think in this match? I have seen the match a little bit, and in the highlights, all these goals scored by Bayern could have been saved by a little bit more. A little. Sometimes I felt a little bit. What Bayern has scored 5 goals, but few goals a little bit reluctant. The defense of Union Berlin. What's your opinion, Günter?
To be honest, I did not see every goal. But yeah, I cannot answer this question. Sorry for
it's
that.
Okay. So, but just as a late night point of view, it's just saying it, but I think it's really our show starts with you, and I think it's you have enlightened us with a very, very good, profound German football, and every my crowd, my people, and the viewers are listening to you. They're very happy. Of course, This is our first episode on Bundesliga with you. And it will continue every Sunday with you. We are talking about more interesting topics and not only football scores. And like you have said, 3 young goalkeepers, 3 young strikers. Today we discuss all about. And next week we have to discuss more in depth how the structure is going on and what is there. Of course, we're talking about and how the German team are playing in a Champions League. This next week is also very good Champions League matches. So, of course, we can talk about on the Sundays our show. And thank you, Günter, for your nice way of presenting German football to our viewers. And it was really an exciting, and I personally felt that this show will be definitely eye-opener, because this show's format is not like analyze the game. Of course, we could talk about this. This is because more important thing, like we have asked a good player to see what is the opportunity to talk about. And these are the most important factor we have to think about it. And once again, thank you, Günter, for your time. And Günter, see you on next Sunday at the same time. Viewers, let's catch up again next Sunday at exactly. You just make your time, book your time to more exciting news about Bundesliga, one of the best football league, competitive league of the world. Well, sign off from here. Let's meet next Sunday, 9:30. With the same Facebook page and YouTube Live with a new action from Bundesliga in German football. Have a good night and wonderful, wonderful next week for everybody. Good night. Let's see you next week. Thank you.
Beckham into Sheringham and Solskjaer, and what